Coming up in entertainment news, Ice Cube said he was shunned by Oprah and The View. Mary J. Blige is getting a radio show on WBLS. And Kylie Jenner has a message for young girls getting plastic surgery too early. That's all coming up, but right now it is time to ask the CLO. Louise in the DMV writes, I asked to keep my 2 granddaughters for a week this summer, but it's been a month. Whenever I talk to my daughter, she claims she's too tired to come and get them. The girls go back to school late August, and I'm afraid they'll be with me until then. Should I drive 137 miles to drop them off unannounced?
Hell
yeah.
I wouldn't, but see, this is, you've just earned yourself a privilege now. I wouldn't. I'll let her come get them. Now, next year, guess what? Yeah, you ain't dropping them off no more. Yeah, you're not going on summer vacation next year. Yeah, we're going to FaceTime.
Oh, so grandma off next summer?
Yeah, well, we're going to FaceTime. That's what I do with my grandkids.
FaceTime.
They get just as much enjoyment. Now, Marjorie has to be there hugging and playing with them. I don't. I think FaceTime is just as good, you know.
Zoom.
I think it's a wonderful thing, you know. So, yeah, she trifling. She did that. I'm too tired. And it's 137 miles, so she too tired to drive. And that's true, because she wearing herself out. She living a single life. She cameo.
She married black men. She can't.
Fatima in Harlem says, I met my boyfriend at a restaurant for dinner, and I walked up the block. As I walked up the block, a man ran up to me to compliment me on my dress. My boyfriend saw the guy walking alongside me and assumed I had another guy escort me to the restaurant. How can I get him to believe that what he saw was totally innocent? What?
Okay, I don't understand what you're saying. She
was walking.
Her boyfriend, or this is how she met the guy? I don't know.
No, she met her boyfriend at a restaurant. He was waiting for her at a restaurant for dinner. And as she was walking up to meet him, a man ran up to her to compliment her on her dress. You know, hey sis, I love your dress or whatever. So her boyfriend saw the guy walking aside, alongside her. And he assumed that she had someone else escort her to the restaurant.
Yeah, why you ain't asking? See you right there.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. You know. But if you're telling the truth, you're telling the truth. Mm-hmm. See, what makes it so hard to convince your man is we are accustomed to lying. So why would you lie?
Everyone else speaking the truth. Lying. Come on, truth.
I would. That's what I'd go with it. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
So she told him the truth and still got in trouble.
Yeah, but see, it was no lie you could have told. He saw it with his own eyes. Mm-hmm. Or you could have just said, well, you didn't walk me. You sat in there and waited.
Flip it. I like this.
That's what you gotta do. Yeah, put him back on his heels.
Yeah, maybe you ought to start walking me to the restaurant instead of sitting in there waiting, watching. You looking out the window.
Watching the show.
Yeah, so now. Yeah.
I like it.
Now what?
I like the CLO.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to Trina in Montgomery. Trina writes, my husband is so concerned about crime that he put a tracker on my car without telling me. I was at an ex-boyfriend's house getting a tune-up when my husband texted me and asked where I was. Trying to be funny, I said I was with my side dude. He texted back, I know. Am I going to have to confess?
Why would you make
a joke?
Why would you try to make a lie out the truth? That ain't how it works.
What?
One more time.
Wait. Let me rephrase.
Yeah, he didn't worry about it.
Because that was deep right there.
I got where you're going,
No. But why would you take a perfectly good lie, use it, acting as though it's the truth, when clearly the truth will never do?
Come on, somebody.
Okay.
So now, you at your ex-dude's house getting the tune-up.
Right.
Why
He
is
say,
that?
where was you at? He say, I was at my ex-guy's house. He say, I know. Am I going to have to confess? You just did. Cause you stupid.
What should she have said, Steve?
But
Stick with the tone-up.
Where was you
No,
at? I was getting the car tuned up.
Oh, the car.
At the
nobody
tune-up place.
Uh-huh.
And let me tell you something
he has
anyway.
a tracker.
Your husband ain't so concerned with crime that he had a tracker put on your car.
Yeah.
He concerned about you. Having a tracker on your car don't stop crime.
Okay.
That's
With that
dumb.
original lie. Come on,
Let's just go with the lie he told you.
Yes.
He's so concerned with crime, he put a tracker on your car. What?
And didn't
Right.
tell her. Yeah. Did not tell her.
That don't stop. That ain't a tracker. That's called low jack. That's been on cars for years now.
Is he the only mechanic, dog, in Montgomery?
Yes. See, but why you should have never just said, I went to get the car tuned up. Okay, then why the tracker say you was at your ex-boyfriend's house? Cause he work on cars. See,
That ain't all he work on.
then
all
your
he
ass would have been all right.
Yeah.
But oh no, you gonna be. I was over my ex-dude's house getting the tune up. I know.
The car.
Yeah, oh, she got tuned up now.
Yeah,
She got tuned up.
Am I gonna have to confess? You stupid. You already did. Look, well, the key to lying is
Okay.
it can't be nowhere around the truth.
Oh.
I like it, Steve.
That way you can't tie them together. Y'all, man, it's so frustrating with this generation.
Disappointing.
Can we do a bit?
let
Can
them
we do
down.
a bit like the how to lie, maybe on a weekly basis,
Yeah.
and just teach people how to lie?
Kind of like.
Yeah, how to lie. I can do it. I can do it anytime. We can do it later on in the
Stay
day.
ready.
Ready. I already know how. We got 1 minute.
The truth
Anybody want to
matters.
ask me something? No, it don't, Shirley. Okay, Shirley, ask me something. Well, you think the truth of the matter? Watch this here. Instant.
Okay. So, Steve, how did you start your mentoring camp?
Oh, I didn't.
You don't even have to lie about this.
But I'm just telling you how effective it is. The mentoring camp started me. Yeah.
But you lying on
have
random
to lie
stuff. You
about
don't have to lie on
the
that.
truth.
But
If
his
you're going to get
skills are
good
sharp,
at
though.
something, if you're going to get good at something, you're
Okay.
going to have to practice
Practice that all the
for
time.
no reason at all.
Steve, where are
see,
you
What does
right now?
What does your
Where are you?
T-shirt say?
Oh, I'm at my house in Atlanta.
Well, that's the truth.
No, it's not.
All right, coming up, we got to go. Stop
No,
all
it's
this
not.
lying. All right, thanks, guys. Entertainment news coming up next.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, I'm Wilmer Valderrama, executive producer of the new podcast De My Abuelita First. Each week, the incredible Vico Ortiz and fabulous Abuelita Liliana Montenegro will play matchmaker for a group of hopeful romantics. Right, Vico?
You know it. Listen to Date My Abuelita First, Thursdays on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your podcasts.
And remember, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Just do it better. Besitos.
On How Rude, Tanneritos, the Full House Rewatch podcast. Join characters Stephanie Tanner and Kimmy Gibbler, also known as actresses Jodie Sweetin and Andrea Barber, as they relive every episode of your favorite Friday night comfort show.
We spent our entire childhoods on a little show called Full House, playing frenemies, but becoming besties whenever the cameras weren't rolling. And now, 35 years later, it's our biggest adventure yet.
Listen to How Rude, Tanneritos on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Craig Ferguson goes in search of joy and talks with actors, doctors, stand-ups, and scientists. Everyone. Is it love, religion, drugs, money? Where do you find it? Craig Ferguson, In Search of Joy, the celebrations, the dances, science, poetry, laughter, and music of joy. Don't miss it. Joy with Craig Ferguson. Hear it now on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm here to help.
Hey, I'm Jay Shetty, and I'm the host of On Purpose. In this week's episode, I had the honor to interview President Joe Biden in his first ever personal interview about mental health.
We have an enormous opportunity, but the thing I want to change is American attitude. We can do anything. There's nothing we've ever set our mind to we've not been able to do we've done together. For real.
Listen to On Purpose with Jay Shetty on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.